Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the board meeting of October 20th. I'd ask you all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, and I'll ask Superintendent Lynch to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Flag wall.
Good evening and welcome once again. We'll get started right away with the minutes. Has the board member read the minutes?
Yes.
Of September. Any changes, alterations?
None.
No, Mayor.
Motion to approve?
So moved.
Second?
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
Not yet? Okay. So, you know what, we'll move forward with Mr. Greenfield. Yeah, we'll do it, yes. I know you told me you had to go.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Lynbrook at home. We're here to celebrate the success of the Lynbrook Mayor's golf outing, and we have checks. Mayor, would you come down and bring the checks behind you? And we have a number of groups that we're going to make presentations to. I see them all here. We had our most successful golf outing in the history of the Lynbrook Mayor's golf outing. We had over 200. We had over 250 people for dinner. We had 220 golfers at two golf courses, the Seawain Club and at the Inwood Club where the dinner was. So save the date for next year, August 17th, 2026. And we have the two courses again, and we're going to try to go for another new record. The golf committee met, and we have the results of the meeting and the people to call up. Yes, I think the big one. I think so. You want to go the other direction? No. So every year since we started giving back to the community from the proceeds of the outing, we have given money to the Lynbrook Community Chest. Could we ask the representatives from the Community Chest to come here, please? And while the mayor's wife is making her way up here for the Community Chest, every year we've raised the amount of money, and this year we have a new record. We have $40,000.
Wow.
Besides that check, we have a real check in this envelope. And money in the bank to back it up. Okay, you can deposit it tomorrow. So we're happy and delighted the committee was excited to be able to raise the amount of money from last year's record $35,000 to $40,000, and we hope to increase it again next year with everyone's outstanding support. It wasn't me alone, Mayor. I want to ask the members of the committee that are here from the Chamber of Commerce and from the Golf Committee, Harold, Stewie, Shari, Rhonda, Eric, I want you to join us all here, especially when we take photos and present the other checks. It takes a committee to make this happen, and we had an outstanding committee this year, and an enthusiastic committee, and it was a big undertaking to put on the production in two courses. We had record numbers with the raffle. We had record numbers every which way. All right.
Just for the record.
Yes.
We're not doing three courses.
I was trying to get a third course. They weren't available, but that's my ultimate goal. I can't retire. Now, you pick the next one, Okay, every year we've given money to the veterans in the community. So can we ask the representatives from the Lynbrook VFW to come down, please? No, you're right, then we'll go and take a vote. So we're happy to present to you $3,500. Okay. Here's the real check. Okay, good luck. Put it to good use for our veterans. Next is the American Legion. We have representatives of the American Legion post here in town. We have a check for you also this year, and we wouldn't leave you out. Especially I'm the son of a World War II greatest generation veteran who was part of Patton's army. So we have $2,500 to the Lynbrook VFW. American Legion. Okay, thank you. Now, this year we branched out and we tried to include the Lynbrook School District. And we had an outstanding honoree in our superintendent of schools, Dr. Lynch, and he's joined here by a number of school board members, president of our school board and other school board members. You want to come down, and administration. So we're going to start a scholarship. Okay. We're happy to present $2,000 to the Lynbrook School. We're going to start a scholarship. We're going to give out this year 4 $500 scholarships for students for community service. And we're going to call it the Lynbrook, Shaggy, what are we going to call it? Lynbrook Fairway to Future. We thought that was very clever. Shari came up with that. Yeah. Dr. Lynch, introduce the members of your school board that are here in your administration.
So with me tonight are President Danino, Vice President Murray, and Trustee Shannon Kelly. Thank you for coming tonight. Thank you so much.
Everybody here also was at the dinner and supported our effort, and we look forward to the Lynbrook school community joining with us again next year. Mark the date down, August 17th, please. Don't make vacation plans. We're giving you plenty of notice. And Dr. Lynch, here is your check. Okay, don't go too far. We're going to take one big picture with the mayor has a few words first.
Just wanted to thank everybody that participated this year. Every year we say, can't top the past year, and each year people get together and they turn out such a great performance. I fought with Jeffrey with the 2 courses because we had so many problems last year, and he convinced me that was the best way to go. And then when you saw everybody come back and have dinner together, it really was very nice to have everybody join everyone and have some fun.
Mayor, we really didn't fight. Mayor said to me, how are you going to do it? And I said, I'm not sure, but we're going to do it. And it came together thanks to this great committee that I had and everyone's participation. And even with the 2 courses, we had to turn some people away. That's why I'm thinking about 3 courses.
No.
Yes.
With the board, yeah. We'll go that way. Okay. Thank you again for everyone, for all your support. Yeah, hold up your checks. But don't take them home, we need them for next year. Now take home the real checks, not the ones you check. Where am I going in the back? Rita, let's have all the checks. And one more on this, Leslie, put that with the check. To the front. We'll have room for one more there. Okay. We got it? Is it okay?
Just let the students hang around a little?
Sure. Only about Dr. Lynch, she helped us raise that money.
All right, here we go. We're going to take 3 pictures.
Now we have the flash. Okay. I'm collecting the checks. Not this one.
So that takes care of that. If I may go out of order, normally we wait to do certain things at Good and Welfare, but unfortunately, a higher power is taking over the board meeting. So I think my grandson has a problem with his street, and he wanted to come down and profess his belief that he wants something, and I already told him no. But he didn't take that for an answer. Oh, tie and all. Oh, Nora, too.
Good evening.
Hold on 1 second, please. You have to listen to me now. You have to state your name and your address.
I know.
Well, state your name and your address.
Good evening. My name is Bobby Beach. I live at 25 Dunn Place. I am here tonight to request a stop sign down the block from my house, Row Avenue. It is near a school, and people drive very fast. Thank you for all your time.
I have a few questions for you. Did you already ask me about this?
Yes.
Did you write a letter to me already on this?
Yes.
And did I say no?
Yes.
And did you write another letter to the police chief?
Yes.
And he said no?
Yes.
But you're not giving up?
Yeah.
Would you like to talk to the police chief?
Yes.
Could I ask Chief Palladino to get up?
Where does he want this stop sign? Row and Dunn?
So moved.
I was about to second it, so.
Up your nose. All right. I was a football player too, so.
Well, thank you for coming down here, Mr. Beach. I will do a traffic study of the area. We have new software. We can look at the traffic volume and the speed of the vehicles. And I've also put a proposal to possibly lower the speed limit in town. The board's been dragging their feet on that a little bit. So you can ask grandfather about that one. Okay? And I'll have an answer for you next meeting, okay?
Are we done?
That might have been the best answer ever.
As the police chief said, we'll get back to you by next week. How's that?
Good.
All right.
Good job. What a great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a nice night.
I don't know why we need a study.
Trustee Haybert, I'm kind of agreeing. He asked, and he asked nicely. He said, please.
And there is a school there.
There is a school, and people are driving really fast.
Now they're going to talk. We'll wait for the study. Chief, we'll wait for the study? Oh.
Yes, we'll wait for the study.
Thank you. Okay.
We will follow the proper channels, however.
Phil's
He
not
did-
here, we can't
he-
do it without Phil.
No, but he did give a very good presentation to why he needs it.
Okay,
Stop
that's
sign.
wonderful. All right, can I have the Chamber of Commerce? Is there comments? Not about the stop sign, please.
That's going to be a hard act to follow, though. Yeah. Good evening, Mayor Beach, Deputy Mayor, members of the board. My name is Eric Donaldson. I'm a board member with the Chamber of Commerce. Last month, we had our casino night, It was a successful event. We had a lot of fun. It was at the Knights of Columbus, and we are hoping to do it again next year at the same place. Date TBD. We also took part in the Oktoberfest. We ran pie eating contest, which the mayor helped us. Thank you very much for that. That was also well attended, and we had a lot of fun with that.
It's a nice turnout. It was very
Yeah.
nice. Thank you for participating in that.
Next month, we have a breakfast networking event on November 19th. It's at 15 Atlantic Avenue. I believe the address is also to be determined. And Lloyd Krein is going to be speaking about AI and how it can benefit your business. So I think that's a very relevant topic, very interesting. So it's $15 if you're interested in coming, and we hope for a lot of attendance for that. And looking forward, we are starting to plan for our annual gala, which is going to be January 29th. So please save the date for that.
Okay.
Thank you very much for your continued support.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we also have Councilwoman Laura Ryder here, and I just saw Supervisor Ferretti walk in, which I thought I said.
He's right over here.
Oh, I said. Welcome. Nice to see you stop by. Thank you.
Good evening, Mr.
Congratulations.
Mayor and Board of Trustees. Thank you for allowing Supervisor Ferretti and I just to speak for a moment or two. As you know, serving on the village board was one of my greatest life experiences, and you know how I feel about our hometown of Lynbrook. And the last 2.5 years, I've been able to serve the village of Lynbrook residents in a different capacity as the town of Hempstead representative, and it has been a wonderful experience for me. A few months ago, we were joined by our new town supervisor, John Ferretti. I've gotten to know him. I've gotten to know Supervisor Ferretti very well over the last several months, and I can tell you he is a man of great integrity. I've never seen anyone work harder other than Mayor Beach.
And Bob, of course.
and Bob. He is very well qualified, and he has been doing a tremendous job leading our country's largest township for the last several months. And speaking with Supervisor Ferretti, he had mentioned to me that he would love to come and introduce himself to our Lynbrook folks at home who may not know who he is as of yet. So if it's okay, I'd like to turn the microphone over to Supervisor Ferretti.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Councilwoman Ryder. Thank you, Mayor, members of the Village Board. Thank you for having me. So, what an honor and a privilege it is to now be the supervisor of America's largest township. I wanted to come and just introduce myself, give you a little bit of a background about my experience in government. I started in government at a very young age, at 16. I actually interned for legislator Dennis Dunn, who I eventually took over for him as legislator when he became a town councilman, and now I have the privilege of serving with him on the Hempstead Town Board. I started after law school in government working for Maureen O'Connell, our county clerk, as a deputy county clerk, later chief deputy county clerk, where I oversaw over 100 union employees and really got a lot of administrative experience there. An opportunity came up in 2017 to run for the county legislature, which I did, and I served 4 terms. And then in just this past August, an opening came up as the Hempstead Town Supervisor, and I was honored to be appointed by Laura Ryder and the other members of the town board. And, you know, one of the greatest things about being the Hempstead Town Supervisor is you get to work with so many incredible village boards, like the board that I'm speaking with right now. I'm really, really blown away by Lynbrook, by all the activities and events that you've scheduled and have. My kids still talk about the 4th of July fireworks event that you had, Mayor. It was really a great show, and we loved it. I brought my wife, my kids, and it was really, really something. All the events that you have, it's really been a great privilege to be able to participate in all of them. My administration, we just put forward our first budget for 2026. Proud to say that we're cutting property taxes in the town of Hempstead for every single resident in the town of Hempstead. It's 18% property tax cut in the general fund, resulting in a $5 million tax cut. And why it's important that it's from the general fund, Laura Ryder can tell you, it's because that general fund, every resident in the town of Hempstead pays into that, whether you're in a village or not. So the residents in Lynbrook will recognize that tax cut. It was very important we took it from that fund. Of course, working with the Lynbrook Police Department and all of our law enforcement across the town of Hempstead, we will make sure to keep our residents safe. Those are my top two priorities. And of course, making sure that incredible villages like Lynbrook and the rest of the town of Hempstead, our great suburban community that we've come to love, remains a suburban community that we've come to love. And a lot of the things that we may hear going on in an area a little bit to our west, they don't enter the town of Hempstead. So I'm committed to working with all of our villages throughout the town of Hempstead, Lynbrook, of course, being one of them. You are doing such an incredible job here in Lynbrook. I really can't thank you all enough. You're really something that I look to you and what the village board here in Lynbrook has done as really a blueprint for what we can do in the town of Hempstead. So thank you for having me. I look forward to working with all of you, continue to working with all of you to make sure that Lynbrook and the town of Hempstead continue to be not just a large area, but a great area. The largest township in America, that's town of Hempstead, and we're going to make it and keep it the greatest township in America. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you and congratulations. Good luck. Now we have a proclamation for where are they? There they are, all right. For Italian American Heritage. And we do have Presenta Lodge here. And let me read the proclamation first, and then you guys take the podium. May it be hereby known that the Incorporated Village of Lynbrook hereby proclaims the month of October as Italian American Heritage and Culture Month in the Lynbrook community. And be it further known that it is our privilege to commemorate this observance in the Village of Lynbrook, as it affords all the special opportunities to become more knowledgeable and aware of Italian American heritage and culture, and also to recognize the many Italian Americans who had contributed greatly to the progress of our community, our country, and reflect on the unique cultural heritage that helped to turn the dream of a distant land into a reality of American home. Thank you very much for coming, and thank you. For keeping Christopher Columbus around.
We have to.
All right. Take the podium. Marinaccio. Figures, right? It's got to take your picture right away.
Good deal. Very good. So thank you once again, Mayor and the Village Board. My name is Robert Bakari. Many of you know me. I'm the president of the current president of the Presenter Lodge here in Lynbrook. We're a member of the Order Sons and Daughters of Italy in America. The Presenter Lodge itself just celebrated 50 years. Our gala, we have, yes. So we are 50 years old. They started many years ago when I was actually 10 years old. We have 174 members. We are a co-ed lodge. So members of the audience and members out in the village, we do have men and ladies that are members of our lodge. Once again, we have 174 members. And what does the Presenter Lodge do? We are, again, a member of the Order Sons and Daughters of Italy America. We help charitable organizations. We help out autism, Alzheimer's, Cooley's anemia, which is one of our biggest endeavors that we give money to. Because a lot of Southern Italians have the blood disease of Cooley's anemia. So that is one of our things that we do. We also help out the village. We help out with donations of food. We're constantly on the phone with Sister Barbara from Our Lady of Peace. We help out the outreach program that they have. The Wounded Warriors, which is happening next month. The Lynbrook Fire Department is gathering clothing and items to help out Wounded Warriors. So we'll be contributing to that also. Recently, and our librarians are here this evening, right? We donated brand new costumes for the children of Lynbrook in need. We were here last year. We actually heard from the council that a program like that is going on. So we did not purchase a tremendous amount of brand new costumes. But when Party City was going out of business, we went in there and whatever was on the shelf, we purchased. And we just handed it over last week to the Lynbrook Library. So they'll be handing them out to the children of Lynbrook who need those costumes for Halloween. But as you mentioned, Italian Americans and what they have shaped, and they have shaped America over the years. And last year I was here and I gave a little education on the Italian Americans that have changed America, whether it be the Big Mac was invented by an Italian American. The buffalo chicken wings that you'll be eating on Sunday for football, invented by an Italian American, Teresa in Buffalo, New York. The cream inside of the Oreo cookie that everybody loves. Your children here, they eat the Oreo cookie. The cream inside was invented by an Italian American. You like ice cream. The ice cream cone was invented in New York City, again, by an Italian American. So these things have changed, hopefully for the positive image of Italian Americans that have contributed so much to America. And we can't forget what I mentioned last year. The Rockefeller Christmas tree. It was purchased and put up. And you will not hear this on the NBC feed this year. They'll say a construction workers put up the tree. We know, as Italian Americans, that it was put up by a gentleman's name was Peruzzi. Comes from my parents' town, San Donato Val di Camino. So, without an Italian American, you would not be looking at that huge Christmas tree every year. So that is more dear to my heart. Ballet, the girls, the shoes, the ballet shoes. Capizio was made by an Italian American, right? So we actually, Italian Americans have changed the culture and basically have improved America, hopefully for the better. So Mayor, we have this year our poster that we usually will stay up, to give to the village every year. And this year is Michelangelo. And Michelangelo, as you know, a very good sculpture, a sculptor, a painter, an architect. If you go to Rome, La Pietà, the most beautiful thing of Mary holding her son Jesus after he was brought down from the cross. And of course, we have the Sistine Chapel. Many times, myself being to Italy and to visiting the Sistine Chapel, I saw it when it was completely dark. I saw it half when it was half cleaned. And then at the end, when it was fully cleaned, and the images actually came alive. And me as an 18-year-old there by myself, an hour, I was crying like a little baby because it was so breathtaking to me that I actually saw these images that I studied for a good part of my life, that I can actually see it. And they do come alive when you actually see it. So, Mayor, without further ado, we'd like to present you and the village our yearly poster. So I'd like to call up, again, my name is Robert Bakari. I have Frank Ruggiero, one of our council members. I have my second vice president, Andy Iliano. I have Mildred Mancusi, our former one of our former past presidents of our lodge. We have Gloria Stangone, another council member, and Antoinette DeVilla, another council member. Would you please come forward, please, ladies?
And every year we get one of these.
Yes. And last year's is outside.
And what happens with this now, it gets transferred to the chief's office.
There you go.
This one. Well, thank you all for what you do for our village. Thank you very much for coming. It's nice that you're always participating and helping us out. And you guys want to come down for a picture? We take a picture over here.
Take a picture? Sure, absolutely.
And the perfect picture. Thank you, Mark. The perfect picture. Can you see this girl that do this? Go. Thank you very much. Thank
I'm still telling the meatball story.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Did you send it to Sue? See, Bob snuck out. Good.
Oh, he's getting that stop sign.
Next on the agenda is a proclamation for breast cancer. And Jerry Barish is here, and we all know Jerry Barish very well. Jerry Barish runs Hewlett House, and she's helped so many people. So we'd like to present the proclamation to her. And what we're going to do also is set up a satellite office with Sister Barbara, as I spoke to you. So that way the Lynbrook people will be able to have a right to you directly. All right? So, and a proclamation, I'm going to come down and read it with you. Okay. The proclamation reads, whereas breast cancer claims the lives of almost 40,000 U.S. women a year, whereas National Breast Cancer Awareness Month is the platform for educating women about the importance and early detection of breast cancer through mammography and other methods. And whereas the detection of breast cancer at an early stage greatly improves the chances of success in treatment and survival. And whereas breast cancer death rates are declining and is believed to be the results of early detection and improved treatment, and therefore be it that I proclaim Alan C. Beach, the mayor of the Incorporated Village, Lynbrook, do hereby designate the month of October as Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Thank you.
Thank you. You want to say a few words?
Yes.
So, in 1995, we were able to take over the Hewlett House. It took us 5 years to get up and running. And in the year 2000, we opened to the public. This past year, 2025, was our 25th anniversary of Hewlett House. And we have serviced over 42,000 people, all at no charge. We are a completely free service. seeing more and more. And I am concerned because screening, we have to be screened, we have to be vigilant, you have to know your history. And this year, 1,500 men alone in Long Island will be diagnosed with breast cancer. We have to start looking a little broader. But I want to thank Alan. Lynbrook is like my second home. I've adopted it. So thank you all for everything that you do for us. And we'll keep working as hard as we can. Thank you. Oh, sure.
Okay, here we go.
And I see that the library board is here, and I thank you for your patience. Is someone going to come down and talk about the great thing that you guys did? In August 27, 2025, the National Register of Historic Places, our library. That is fantastic that we were able to do that. And that Robin, you and John and so many people worked so hard on it, right? Thank you so much. This is like,
on behalf of the Library Board, Mayor, and Village Board, I am honored to announce that the Lynbrook Library has been placed on the National Register of Historic Places. Designed by well-known architect of the time, Hugh Tallant, and erected in 1929. While not a Carnegie library, it was built in Carnegie style. The application was completed in-house by our librarian, Kathleen Curran. She did extensive research. It was reviewed by myself, John Giordano, and Art Matson. Photos were taken by Bill and our assistant director, Kathy Buxbaum. This is a process that people do pay for, but we did everything in-house ourselves, and Kathleen wrote an absolutely excellent application. Keep a lookout for the unveiling of our marker.
how long did this take?
We actually started it before COVID, and then it kind of got shut down, and then the application changed and the reps have changed. We finally this year had a rep that was really looking to get it going, and we got notification that in March it was going to go through the nomination process. And then I think it was, we knew it was nominated, which I'll give you a little tidbit of information.
Right.
On the governor's site when it was nominated, it was actually the top of the library that was on her notice. So they
very
must
cool.
have thought it was a grand building, as we all do. And then finally, April, and we heard it from the state that it was passed and going down to Washington, D.C., and in August, we got word from Washington, D.C. that it was made the National Register.
On the 27th.
Yes. Keep a lookout for the unveiling of course, we're getting a marker and a plaque and a roadside marker. We're going to do this in March. I know it's a little cold then, but we are doing it in conjunction with the original laying of the cornerstone, which was on March 16th of 1929. Planning is also beginning on the 100th anniversary of the library, which will take place in 2029. It is very exciting to think that the community has supported the library for 100 years and that the building is still used for the intended purpose that it was built for in 1929. So anybody come and visit, we'd love to see you. You know, you look at the building differently now that this has happened. All through the process, you drive by, and what a jewel we have.
Oh, so cool, that
It
building.
really is fantastic.
Yes.
And when the extension was built, it was built in such a way so that you don't see it, and it doesn't ruin the splendor of the original building.
Right, the
So
street.
I thank you, everybody, for your support. John, for kind of pushing the envelope on us. and the follow-through that we did. It's really exciting.
It's very big for the village to have this designation. It's a beautiful building,
It is.
and people don't really pay much attention to it because they take it for granted, but realize the history there.
You know what? And like I said, the library, there's another library, Seacliff, but we're still used as a library. The Seacliff Library, there's one out in Suffolk County, they're not still used, and ours still is, which is great. It's a
And it was
beautiful
started by a
building.
group of women, right?
Sorry, it was.
The history of the library is by a group of women that
Yes.
started it.
Yeah, the
It's really nice.
Friday Women's Group, am I correct, John?
John might know. Yes, is that it, John?
I believe it was. And Suffrage movement, there's a lot of history to
Yeah,
it.
very cool building.
It's very cool.
All right.
So, and if I may, Semper Lodge did donate costumes. For those who don't know what Rob was alluding to, we do a costume giveaway every year. It's going on currently. People can donate costumes. Anyone who can't get their child a costume, please come into the library. We have a number of them up in our meeting room for anyone whose child may need a costume.
Very nice. Thank you.
So, and I will introduce my Assistant Director, Kathy Bucksbaum, our Library Board President, Kathy Cobby, our Vice President, Gary Spiridowicz, Shannon Kelly is standing back there, and Patty Lange.
Why don't they come down and take a picture? Okay? Take another picture?
Yeah.
It's a picture day.
Yeah.
They were in the application.
That's it. Are you okay? All right, here we go, we'll take 3.
Whatever you want. That takes care of that, so we're on agenda 5B, and we have to go to what's going on here? Well, this is from Ahmad. They wanted to have a trunk or treat on the 26th for the kids, from 1 o'clock to 6 o'clock. From shut down Langdon, Lion Place, from Langdon to Ross Plaza, for a pre-K Halloween parade trunk or treat event in front of the temple. Motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
6C is Davison Avenue, want to have a school parade also on the 31st. They've done this in the past, it's not an issue. Motion?
So moved.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Now, where am I going to? And this is from the police chief. He requests permission to waive the appearance standards of the Lynbrook Police Department as far as, facial hair from November 1st to the 25th, to the 30th. This is to raise money for a charity to bring awareness to men's health. Motion?
So moved. He's not starting early over there, is he?
He's trying to get a jump on them.
Oh, yeah. I remember that last year.
And then 6E's from Aiden Pearsall. They want to have a turkey trot. His mom runs it from Mended Little Hearts at Grice Veterans Memorial Park on the 27th of November. Motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. And F is an art show. This is from Antonia. The rec center, she wanted to have a art show, end of season display their work. It would be for about 2 hours at Recreation Center on December 14th. Motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And now we're going to open the public hearing at 8:46. Is that 8:46? Parking? Oh, I didn't see this one. Oh, right here. Oh, this is right here. Okay. I got it. Oh, this is from Dakin? Coach Light? Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you. The rain date for the 27th and, well, I'm seeing, thank you, the rain date for the 27th will be the 28th. All right, so they're looking for parking. 20 to 30 vehicles. I have no issue with this.
No.
Any questions?
No.
All right, motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Now I'll open the public hearing at, thank you, Thomas, for being up there. That's 7:45, is that? 46? Public hearing is to consider for the additional Village Code, Chapter 252, zoning at 252-12 and at 252-28, to determine whether the proposal to use would constitute a significant negative impact on the environment, and this is about exterior basement and cellar entrances, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You got it.
Sarah to the board in
Yes.
honor of October being Italian Heritage Month. What is before the board after much discussion and deliberation that the board's already had is a change to dwelling A, B, and C districts, which would outlaw exterior basement and cellar entrances going from directly outside into your basement. And then also exterior stairwells connecting the ground floor level to any floor other than the main floor. And that's an add-on that we had discussed at the last meeting. I think we spent more time at the exterior basement and cellar entrances. What that would be is a split-level house that would be inverted where the main level was the second, and having an additional stairwell off of a deck or something. As the board knows, the reasons for these changes would be as a further attempt to cramp down on illegal over-occupancies, et cetera. And that was the rationale behind that. The board had contemplated quite deeply either retaining jurisdiction themselves or more traditional ways, just making it a prohibited use. And then someone that did want to put that in would have to get a variance from the Board of Zoning Appeals. It's very straightforward. You're doing the same thing to dwelling A and B as you would be to C. And that's just a very simple code modification. If the board has any questions, I'm more than happy to
Any questions?
answer them.
Just one thing, Tom, on the part about the exterior stairways connecting ground level to any floor other than the main floor, that wouldn't have any impact on like the fire escapes on some of the buildings, would it?
No, because that would be considered a fire escape. It's a good
Okay.
question, Deputy Mayor. This is a legit formal entrance stairway going up to a deck on the second floor.
Okay.
That people would be using to modify their home for an illegal over-occupancy. And then we did leave that in there. What is the main floor, especially if the home is, had some renovations, and that is ultimately going to be decided by the superintendent of building.
All right, thank you.
Any more questions? No. Any questions from the floor?
All speak in favor. Jeff Greenfield. citizen taxpayer. I'm in favor of this local law to preserve and protect the residential character of this community and not to have it a haven of illegal two-family homes which put the fire department in peril. God forbid there was an emergency. It's common in the town of Hempstead, from my vantage at the Nassau County Planning Commission, it's common in the town of Hempstead when they grant a zoning variance, they are very strict, no second means of ingress or egress by a stairway to the basement, and the same thing to a second floor from the exterior. And they put that in every decision. And I think this would be good guidance for your zoning board of appeals to adopt. As far as the requirement of the code, Brian could probably speak to this better. There are, you need a second means of egress from a basement. There are what they call fire windows, that they are windows that are built in such a manner that they become an emergency escape if anyone's trapped in a fire or some other condition in a basement. And that's a much better alternative to have these exterior basement stairways. So I think it's a good step by this village to protect the residential character of the community. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Greenfield. Any other comments? Then I'll ask for a motion on the board.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Thank you to the board. It's good legislation.
And
Thank you.
close the public hearing, actually close the public hearing at
7:51.
what?
7:51.
7:51, thank you. It's 11 o'clock. And then at 7:51, we open another public hearing. At this time, the board will take proof of the unreasonable dangerous conditions of sidewalks, curbs, continuous with the property set forth, and will determine whether said conditions must be repaired by the owners, said properties, or upon failure to do so, the village will therefore assess it against the property. 74 Merrick Road, 3 Hampton Road, 134 Scranton Avenue, 1 Berry Street, 362 Scranton Avenue, and 43 Rolling Street. Is there anybody here from that addresses? Then I'll ask for a motion.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, and that closes the public hearing at 7:53?
Yes.
Okay. 8A is, well, this is for the new gates at Grice Park. Did we ever come to a conclusion with this? I mean, there's no, this paperwork here, there's really no,
Yeah, the bids will give us unit pricing on various different options. Once the prices come in,
okay.
there'll be bids on different styles and different types of gates.
All right, and this is also included for the new walkway that's coming on Broadway, right? That is on this too, right?
Correct.
So we should table this until next board meeting?
Well, at this point, we're asking for authorization to advertise for bids.
Oh. Advertisement of 3, yes, okay. I don't have, so motion to advertise.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Next is the tree trimming truck. And we're getting grants. We need a new tree trimming truck. I think it's 2004, and then Phil says it's towards the end of its life. And we can get in a grant for some of it. So we got a price of $228,000, correct?
Correct.
And it's a 14 to 20 month. Now, these funds are available to use at this time then, right, John?
That's correct.
All right, so I'll take a motion to approve for
So
a
moved.
new bucket truck.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much. And 8B is the new boiler room downstairs, correct? And we gave that to Dashing Dan Plumbing and Heating. we've been having such trouble with the boiler in the basement here at Village Hall that the heat's been going in and out, and I think it's 54, 55 years old, the boiler, so it's time. So a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
8C. This is from the fire department, I believe, training facility and headquarters. Did I skip one?
Okay.
Want to repair the training center at $13,000, and then the new fence around headquarters is $7,385. Any questions?
No.
They had the 3 bids. And they're going to get rid of the wood and they're putting vinyl that would should last a lifetime. Motion to approve?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And now we have to file a grant for the pool, for a chlorine generator, a pool liner, and sunshade structures. This is a grant that you already looked into, John? From the dormitory?
That's correct, Mayor. It actually has a deadline of next week, and it's specifically geared towards pool improvements.
Okay. So something we need, so motion to approve.
So moved.
No questions, right?
No.
All in favor?
No.
Aye.
Great, thank you very much. And now we have personnel. Board is requested to approve the following personnel. Jessica St. Louis as police communication operator. Holiday schedule, substitute Lincoln's birthday with Friday, January 2nd. It's requested by the UP SEU. Seasonal park attendants to park attendant part-time, Andrew Condemi, Joseph Fenema, and Bruno Silva. And then convert seasonal clerk, Emma Basfeld, and part-time clerk Tapas during Kristen Nugent's extended absent leave, and Megan Bozer and Erica Bry for part-time recreation attendants, and Daniel Abrams as part-time winter laborer for DBW. Motion to approve?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And then we have the bills.
Oh, the dates, board dates.
What date? Oh, got it. Do I have it? I'm totally confused. Oh, all right. Board meetings for next year. January 12th, February 10th, March 9th and 30th, April 13th, May 18th, June 15th, July 13th, August 12th, the 24th, September 21st, October 19th, November 16th, and December 14th. Anybody have any problems with that?
No.
Nope.
Motion to approve.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And now the bills.
I move that the bills listed on the abstract of ordered vouchers be paid as soon as they have been duly ordered by the majority.
Second? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Good and welfare? Emery?
Yes, thank you. Mayor. I want to thank everyone for coming tonight. I think it was great to see all the different organizations and groups here. It's nice to see everyone come together. It's nice to see the accomplishments within the community. As we're always reminded by Jerry Barish, you know, we always talk about awareness months and all that, but you know what? It's important that we all do take care of ourselves and that we do get screened and we do look into all of these things, because prevention is key. And it is amazing what, you know, the accomplishments they have made, particularly how much Jerry and Hewlett House has contributed to our communities. So I'm thankful that she comes down every year. I'm thankful that she reminds us that it's very important to take care of ourselves. I also want to take a moment and thank all the kids that came out for the fun run before the Oktoberfest to help Aaron and Kimberly. I think it's great when these kids come out and volunteer and have some fun to raise money
for two local, kids and families that really do need our help right now. So we were able to give each of these families $500 from the generous donations of everyone who participated that day in the run. It's a nice thing that we started last year, this fun run. It really does get kids involved and able to contribute and do something and be a part of what really does make it a great village. And I also wanted to take a moment to thank the Lynbrook Fire Department and Police Department. Last weekend, my mother-in-law fell ill, and unknowing what it was, we had a call for help, and they were fantastic. I did have a sister-in-law from Jersey claiming it might have been carbon monoxide, which it, fortunately or unfortunately was not. But, it was nice to see the amount of people that responded, the care, the compassion. I do have to thank our medical company. They're probably the ones who did convince my mother-in-law that she should be checked out. But it was great just to see the response and how professional everybody was and how quick everyone responded. And it really made my mother-in-law realize that Lynbrook was a great place to choose. And that it was somewhere where she feels safe. And I feel safe having her in her living alone here, even though it is close to me and it is around the block. It was very comforting. So I can't thank, again, the police department, the fire department, medical company. They all were outstanding. So I really do, personally, from my family, thank you all. Thank you.
Deputy Mayor?
Thank you, Mayor. This meeting tonight really shows you what Lynbrook is about and really what's important. Starting off with the donations to the community chest from the golf committee, the donations to the veterans organizations, donation to the school. The golf committee puts in a lot of time and effort, to make this a successful event, and to see them what they can give back is just tremendous. And then, then you have the Persempe Lodge, who, a member of our community who does so much for the community. They talked about, giving the costumes to the library for the library giveaway. But, they also give out a scholarship at the high school, and the other charities that they mentioned that they donate to. It again, really makes you look at what a great community we have. And, continuing on with that, the library, with all they have and offer, and, the one thing they mentioned is the costume giveaway. They started this a couple of years ago, for people who might be struggling. And, you don't want to see a child, suffer. So it is, an opportunity to go down to the library, and whether you can donate a costume, whether you want to trade a costume, whether you need a costume, to go there and, feel free. No charge to anyone who needs a costume and everything, but, really what this community is about. And then, the community chest, such a wonderful organization that helps members of our community who are in need. And, we know it's tough sometimes for people to ask for help, but that's what this group is there for. It's totally confidential. This board is not aware of anyone who asked for aid, is not involved in any decisions. So, if you need, call the village, they'll get you in touch with the community chest members. And again, with the holidays starting to come up, with Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving will be here before we know it, and then, running into Christmas. If there's a need for, a Thanksgiving dinner or a Christmas dinner or whatever it is at this time of the year, please call the community chest, and, that's what they're here for the village residents. But, again, to see the community come out to support those groups, thanking the golf committee, everyone who was involved for a successful time to be able to give back, the Persempe Lodge for what they do for this community. It's just amazing to see, what a wonderful place Lynbrook is, and, just continues to show you how nice it is to live here. Just one last thing, we are starting into our holiday season, so, the rec center is having a Halloween decorating contest for your homes. So you can register your homes with the rec center, or, watch for the list of all the homes that have registered for their Halloween decorating. But also keep an eye out for the other upcoming holiday events. Thank you.
Are we also going to do Christmas?
Yeah.
Holiday
I would assume so.
Yeah.
Oh, just getting people prepared for the future.
Yeah, I've, been
Buy your
stocking
lights.
up on the Christmas
There you go.
I was going to
decorations.
say, we know someone who's been working really hard already on his Christmas decorations.
Where are you now?
Yes,
There might be a new addition I heard about.
couple of new additions, yeah.
Oh, jeez, okay.
You gonna elaborate, or are they like a secret reveal?
We got like a little playhouse, one of those little Tykes Playhouse, and I'm kind of getting that ready for a Santa's workshop.
Oh. Is Santa going to be there?
It's interactive?
No, not interactive this year.
That maybe next year.
This year, not yet.
Not yet. Getting there.
Rob?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's said it. Really impresses every year Jeff and the committee outdo themselves. Been on the board for a while now, and every year we see that number. Just every year you think you can't go any higher. He just, they outdo themselves. So hats off to you guys. Really a great job. We really appreciate it. And like everybody said, there's so many people who benefit from it, whether it be the organizations or individuals who are struggling. Fantastic and very worthy cause, and it was an excellent showing this year. So thank you again, Jeff, and your board. I do want to, Italian I am, I do want to acknowledge again, Mike said it, I was going to bring it up, but the Persemper Lodge is very generous when it comes to a lot of things, and scholarships too. And that doesn't go unnoticed. And that's what's at the heart of their organization. And plus, their giving back spirit. When I get to some of the meetings, I've been to a few with Alan, and the food is always fantastic, which I would expect. So, but it is a nice organization, and there's the camaraderie and the people that are there. And it's weird how the 6 degrees, because every time I go there, I've run into people who are friends with somebody or knew a family or somebody that I work with. It's kind of interesting. So it's a nice place, and the more people, it's a good place. And if you haven't checked it out, and you don't have to be Italian, or do you have to be Italian, right? Or somewhat, or okay. You have to like Italian food?
The original application, you had to have some lineage
Okay.
of being Italian.
Okay.
They have taken that slowly away.
Okay.
We don't want to discourage anybody from joining our lodge.
Right.
We ask that you come to meetings.
Hold up a minute. Are they picking this up downstairs?
He should come to.
You got to come to the mic and ask the question again.
Okay.
Because they're not getting it.
Me?
No, you just ask the
Okay.
question so they know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I was asking whether or not you had to be Italian.
Bring the mic closer to you.
Yeah, so we don't have, the original applications to join the Order Sons and Daughters of Italy in America, you had to have some sort of lineage, usually, whatever, so they can trace you back to have some form of Italian heritage. They're slowly taking that away, especially from our lodge. We have, at our lodge, and Frank would attest to this, we have Goldsteins at our lodge. Not an Italian name. We have, oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of the...
Quinn, was it a Quinn?
Lenahan.
Was it a Quint?
We have Lenahan.
Got some Irish there?
We have Irish, yeah. We have Quinn, we have Lenahan. So what we want is a member that is an active member. Yes, of course, you can be a member and just pay your dues. But to be a member of the Persemper Lodge, we want you to help out the community. We want you to also help out the organizations that we help out. And those are very dear to our heart and our soul. So, yes, you don't have to be Italian to join the Persemper Lodge.
There's your answer.
Yeah, there's the answer.
So that's
No,
right.
it's good. It's good for the public to know. It's a great organization. If you are interested, these are some of the
Yeah, our membership
background.
is constantly growing. And after the meeting, we do have your membership citations. We didn't forget them, so we have those in our pins. But, yeah, absolutely.
Well, thank you for all you guys do, because it doesn't go unnoticed.
Very good.
Real quick, just want to acknowledge Jerry Barish. She's really a tour de force, and she's one of the most humble and hardworking and caring individuals that I've come to know, and she does a fantastic job at Hewlett House. So thank you for all she does. Congratulations to the library board. I know Mike has been feverishly writing down a lot of dates, so I don't want to steal his thunder over there, so I'll pass it on to Mike.
Have you ever noticed that these things, mine is ever changing, because by the time it goes from Anne Marie to Mike to Bob, I'm left with almost nothing to say. I do have a question for the guys at Percent. I wore Capizios in the late 80s, early 90s. Does that get me in?
That's lineage. That's lineage.
No, all jokes aside, it was really nice tonight. Unexpected almost when I came in, and I don't know why, but there was a theme of a spirit of charity within the community, going from the chamber and the golf committee. That goes to the community chest, giving money to the VFW, all people who serve and give back. And the Percent Lodge doing a great job giving back with the Halloween and the coats and the scholarships. And I can't say enough about Jerry Barish and Hewlett House. Cancer affects every one of us. I go back to Anne Marie talking about early intervention and screening. I have 6 sisters. Several of them are breast cancer survivors, so it is important, the early detection and getting after it. So thank you, Jeff and the committee. I also wanted to mention, I know I'd mentioned before, but there's the Heroes Helping Aaron, the Fight for Cancer for Officer Quinlan's daughter Aaron, run by the Lynbrook PBA. It was originally at Mulcahy's. It's been changed to Friday, November 7th from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. at the Lynbrook VFW. So I'd love everybody to come out and support, like we did, on all the things for people in need in the village. And last but not least, there's an annual benefit game by the high school football team, Friday, October 31st, Halloween, and that's going to be, again, to raise money. They do it every year for a charity, and this year's is the Quinlan and Nugent families, who I've mentioned extensively over for Kimberly Nugent and Erin Quinlan, both suffering from pediatric cancers. There'll be trick-or-treat stations, and you wear your best superhero costume. So again, come out for that and support, and even if you can't, you can look it up online and make a donation. And thanks to all the members of the community for always being so good.
Thank you. Like you said, what else can you say? This is a community that cares, and we want the best for our village, and you people participate and give us that. We had an Oktoberfest, but we had a great turnout. People really cared. People donated for Central Bank, River Mill, the DPW. The rec center was unbelievable. The people that worked there, the police department, the golf outing, all that, everything comes together here, and you're part of that. So we thank you for being part of that. This is a great village. This is a great place to live, and we're all very fortunate that we're able to be here and be safe by the fire department and the police department. With that, I'll say thank you very much. Is there anybody else I can thank, John? I thank you, John. Thank you very much, John.
Pleasure.
Good night. Enjoy the village.